So Cam, are you enjoying the new Dick and Ball Vision MLB pants?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just saw a little bit about it, but
Yeah.
their Nike got the contract, right? So now,
Yeah, Nike. I think Nike's been making the uniforms for a bit now, but they're outsourcing production to Fanatics, and
okay.
there were like changes made to these uniforms, and now the pants are just like fucking see through. Like, dude, I have
Yeah.
seen multiple dudes' wangs and balls,
Yeah,
which
it's
like
crazy.
suck. I'm sure the players don't appreciate that.
Oh, they're pissed.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
what I understand, it's one of the major concerns amongst the player base
yeah.
is that they're going to be playing the entire MLB season in fucking
Uh,
transparent.
I doubt they will. It seems like
Yeah.
the union is already, because unions are a good thing. It seems like the union is already like stepping in, like, yeah,
Yeah.
our boys aren't going to be playing weighing out,
Yeah.
guys.
Picking balls out wasn't on the menu for us this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me just
And I mean,
say this, that baseballs will be the only balls on that field. And
Let's
let me
just-
also reiterate that baseball bats will be the only long hard wood on that field. Let me just say that.
some might say every at bat will be starting with 2 balls. Yeah, yeah, and they look like shit too. But yeah, no.
The only pitchers and catchers on this field will be the pitchers and catchers.
but their dicks and balls will be out.
But their dicks and balls will be out.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I do want to say I just saw Madam Web
Yeah.
on Friday night. Highly recommend that movie to all unredheads out there, as well as you, Cam. That shit was fucking hysterical.
Was it actually funny? Because I've heard both.
It wasn't
takes on it.
intended to be. It was unintentionally
I
funny.
know. But I'm saying what I've heard
Oh.
is that, like, I've heard some people be like, it's so bad it's good, and some people be like, it's just bad. Like, it's just bad.
Nah,
not
it's so
even
bad. It's
funny
good. See,
bad.
Morbius was in that zone. A different Sony Spider-Man universe film. Morbius was in the bad zone where it wasn't so bad it's good.
It was just bad.
Just bad. Madam Web though, and so part of it too is I saw Madam Web. Apparently, the movie only made $6 million domestically this weekend, and about half of that was at my showing. I went at like a 7 p.m. showing at Providence Place Mall. Me and a buddy, and the theater was like half sold out.
Yeah.
Like, and like everybody was there for the same reason, and so like everybody was like laughing and shit like that. So
Good.
it was pretty good vibe. So maybe that helps. But I mean,
Oh,
like,
man, I'm
dude,
jealous. I wish I'd gone.
yeah, like not a single performance was sold in any way, shape, or form, and nor should it have been. I
Yeah.
mean, this was a dog shit script, and every single actor in this movie knew this shit was just terrible and
Yeah.
just phoned it in. Dakota Johnson needs to be given an award for this performance. The character seems disinterested in the entire story, and she played it as such. Like, dude, like, there's, like, an end scene where she, like, spoiler alert, I guess, is, like, blind and in a wheelchair, and, like, dude, you can basically see the smirk on her face, because she knows how
Yeah.
fucking, like, stupid she's coming off. It's amazing.
Yeah, I just saw like one little clip. It was like at the end, and like they're like
Dude.
having pizza or something, and she's
Yeah.
just like, "I can tell that it's pepperoni or something." I
Yeah,
don't fucking know.
exactly, dude. It's
Dude.
like, and like, dude, my brain was fucking melting at this point because, like, it also has the main villain is this dude Tahar Rahim, who got like
That's the actor.
yeah, Tahar Rahim, yeah, he got some fame for doing the lead role in The Mauritanian, and he was really good in that. And then he plays the villain in this, and dude, the fucking like voice he's doing.
Apparently, it's very obviously like a weird voiceover.
It's all ADR'd, yeah. It's all automatic dialogue replacement. But, like, it's also, like, just, like, the affectation of his voice. I think it's, so he's a French, he's like a Frenchman. He actually played Paul Barras in Napoleon. But he's playing, like, a South American, like, Peruvian man.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if he's trying to do a South American accent or what's going on there. But, like, it's baffling, dude. You have to hear it. You have to. But yeah, so run. The movies are back. Run, don't walk. Go see Madam Web now.
All right.
And let's get this shit underway.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to.
You did a couple of little nods there, so like I'll get like, just so you know, Cam, this is
This
right
is
here
where-
is where we'll put.
This is
we'll
where
start
the episode
show.
starts. Yeah.
Okay, man. You got it.
So welcome to another exciting episode of Left Unread. I am Evan. I'm joined as always by Cameron, and so we've got a little episode today about that's mainly going to be about a story that I'm sure many people have heard about. I know it's been the woman who wrote it has been this article has been kind of making the rounds.
Yeah.
Cam, you said that you saw her on, what was it, CNN or something?
No, dude, it wasn't CNN. I was at the gym, so it was like the Tamron Hall fucking morning show.
Okay.
Like some like daytime talk show.
Yeah.
I think Tamron Hall, I don't know if she replaced Wendy Williams, but she seems like she's kind of filling that void. You know Wendy Williams, right?
Oh, of course I know.
And you know Wendy Williams is like off the air now?
I did not know that.
Wendy Williams has like dementia, and
shit.
she's like done. She's like kind of disappeared. And I've seen some clips of her. She's not looking good.
Man.
And I mean, she was always looking good was always like kind of a stretch for Wendy.
Yeah.
But she always had a bit of a weird like ghoulish vibe to her. But
Yeah.
she's like
Wow,
she's like down and
I
out.
was about to say, isn't she young? And yeah, she's only like 59.
Yeah. She's got like early onset dementia, which I will say is so fucking scary.
Yeah, like the Bruce Willis thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's also like a pretty young dude.
And it's progressed very quickly.
Yeah,
Bruce.
and now he's like, I guess he's a little bit older. He's 68, but like apparently like when he was like...
I mean, that's like our parents' age. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's younger than
my.
my parents, yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, for him, it was like apparently he started showing signs of it in his last few movies, and now it's just like so bad that like he just like can't be out.
Which is a real shame because I'll tell you what, man, big Bruce Willis stan here as an actor.
Bruce Willis?
Willis,
You just said Bruce Willis.
Big Bruce Willis fan.
Yeah.
Big Bruce Willis fan.
Bruce
Big
Willis
fan of
stan.
Bruce Willis, dude. I don't know why that name.
Bruce Willis sounds like a Tim and Eric bit.
Yeah, dude. It's like a movie where Bruce... Dude, this is hysterical. A movie
Bruce
where
Willis
Bruce Willis
as Bruce
plays
Willis.
a woman, and it's just called Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
And that's the character's name. It doesn't change the affectation of the voice at all.
No, it's
Hey,
literally
fellas,
just
it's
Bruce
me,
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, it's Bruce Willis in a wig.
Oh, God. Bruce Willis is so hot. I just wish she was my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. This summer, Bruce Willis is Bruce Willis.
Willis. Oh, God.
Oh, God, man. That's so funny. It came out, and I was like, I know I just said that wrong. I don't remember what I just said, but
Yeah.
I knew I said it wrong.
No.
So anyway, I love Bruce Willis. He's been in some fucking amazing movies, and like,
Yeah,
I think
he
he's
rules.
kind of a shit, or was kind of like a shit in real life. But who cares? Like, you know, he was a fucking awesome leading man, and like Die Hard, love Die Hard. What the fuck else was he good in?
Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction. What's the fucking sci-fi one?
Oh, he was in
The Fifth
multiple.
Element.
Yeah, The Fifth Element. He was also in, obviously, Signs.
That wasn't him. That was Mel Gibson.
Sorry, not Signs. Not Signs. The other M. Night Shyamalan movie.
That was
Sixth
Bruce
Sense.
Willis.
Bruce Willis, yeah. The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, man. Fuck,
No.
I'm losing the plot here. Anyway, love Bruce Willis. Sad for Wendy Williams. Saw
Love
this
Bruce
lady
Willis,
on Tamron
not as
Hall.
much as I love Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis could get it. That's a whole different vibe. Fucking Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So anyway, to rewind, it was not CNN. It was fucking the equivalent of the Wendy Williams show. It was Tamron Hall, and it was
Tamron
on
Hall,
mute, and it was just while I was on the treadmill, and so I just caught like some like delayed closed captions. And I know that I saw like the story come up, you know, whatever, out and about, but I deliberately didn't dive deeper because you told me you were doing this episode. So I don't know all the sordid details, but I know that
they are sordid and they are details. Of any story that has had details, this is one of them.
And they are sordid.
They are sordid. So this is written by so this was an article many people have I'm sure become familiar with. I know, like, a lot of podcasts have talked about, but I also want to talk about. This is by Charlotte Cowles, who is the financial advice columnist for New York Magazine's The Cut. And she also used to have a weekly business column in the New York Times. So, like, this is like a long time, like, financial advice journalist and, like, business journalist. So this came out on February 15th, 2024. The day I put $50,000 in a shoebox and handed it to a stranger, I never thought I was the kind of person to fall for a scam.
So wait, this was cash?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, what? You gave somebody a shoebox full of $50,000 liquid assets?
$50,000 into a shoebox, taped it up, walked it outside, and put it into a person's car. So, like,
oh my god.
I do want to start before we get into this. Like, first of all, I do want to commend her for writing this because, like, damn, dude. First of all, I would never get scammed out of $50,000 because I've never had $50,000.
Yeah.
Like, in the bank. Like, you know what I mean? I guess you could scam me for a significantly smaller fraction of that. But I do want to say, like, this took some fucking balls to write. Because, like, if I did this, I would probably just walk out into the ocean and die. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, I certainly wouldn't tell anybody. But, I mean, like, this is, like, really shining, like, a light on an issue where, like, also, like, dude, won't somebody fucking do something about this? Like, the amount of scam calls that, like, everybody in this country gets every single fucking day, and there's nothing you can do about it. And some of them are honestly, like, getting to be, like, fairly, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, legit seeming. Like, I've gotten, like, calls lately, and, like, it's a person that just, like, sounds like a normal, like, American calling me, and, like, I tend to not answer the phone if I don't know the number, which sucks because, like, sometimes it's, like, my doctor or something calling about, like, one of my prescriptions or something like that.
Yeah.
Or if I have, like, I just got some tests done or something like that, and, like, I'm waiting for that. So it's, like, and then it can be difficult to call back, because then if you, like, try to, like, if you just take the voicemail, then you go to call them back, and you have to go through, like, 5 fucking layers of automated, like, some automated menu where none of the fucking options make sense. Right. And it'll take, like, 20 minutes just to get the information that you could have gotten in, like, 30 seconds if you just, like, accepted the call. So, like, I get, like, this is, like, really fucking annoying and just, like, an obnoxious goddamn thing that we have to deal with. But, like, I've had some lately where it's, like, it's an American calling and, like, about saying that I owe, like, back taxes or stuff like that. And, like, I had one recently that, like, sounded, like, fairly legit. I listened to the voicemail. What fucking tipped me off was that they said, yeah, so it's today, Tuesday morning, and it was a Thursday. And I was like, oh, okay, so, yeah, definitely scam. But it's also like, dude, there's, like, are they going to, like, use, like, AI voices and shit like that for this? Mm-hmm. Which I'm sure will be coming eventually. This is like a really fucking annoying thing, and I do want to commend her for, writing this article. But I'll just start off here reading it. All right, so again, this is from The Cut. This is Charlotte Cowles. On the Tuesday evening this past October, I put $50,000 in cash in a shoebox, taped it shut as instructed, and carried it to the sidewalk in front of my apartment, my phone clasped to my ear. Don't let anyone hurt me, I told the man on the line, feeling pathetic. You won't be hurt, he answered. Just keep doing exactly as I say. 3 minutes later, a white Mercedes SUV pulled up to the curb. The back window will open, said the man on the phone. Do not look at the driver or talk to him. Put the box through the window, say thank you, and go back inside. The man on the... that's like just like you're fucking robbing this woman of $50,000, and you're like, tell me thanks, bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
kiss it.
Yeah.
Kiss
That's right. You like this, right? Yeah. Like, it's just fucking, like, disgusting, dude. And, like, violating. But yeah, so it says, so continuing, the man on the phone knew my home address, my social security number, the names of my family members, and that my 2-year-old son was playing in our living room. He told me my home was being watched, my laptop had been hacked, and we were in imminent danger. I can help you, but only if you cooperate, he said. His first orders: I could not tell anyone about our conversation, not even my spouse, or talk to the police or a lawyer.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Are you also picturing the fucking opening scenes of the movie The Beekeeper?
Yes,
like,
I read this.
When it's like, and then the guy's like, please hold, press pause. He's like, all right, you sick fucks, we got one. And then, oh man, unfortunately.
Just like doing like jerk off hand motions and shit.
I'm gonna take all this lady's fucking money.
But, I mean, so first of all, they probably, like, she probably had public, I mean, she definitely must have a Twitter account. She's probably posted about her kid on her Twitter. You know what I mean? And like pictures of the house or stuff like that. Probably done that on like Instagram or Facebook. And so if they have this woman's like information like this, they can probably look at her public profiles and like figure things out about her from that. You know what I mean? And also like here's an official left unread tip. If somebody is tells you not to talk to the police or a lawyer when you're but says that like you've been hacked and you're being watched, don't talk to the police or a lawyer. Absolutely, you need to talk to a lawyer. Anybody who tells you not to talk to a lawyer, that's because the lawyer's gonna fuck them up. Like, always talk to a lawyer,
including the police. If the police,
the police do.
To a lawyer, you need
should
to have a lawyer in there
immediately be
ago.
dialing a lawyer's number. Like, and so again, that's an official left unread tip. Anybody who tells you don't talk to a lawyer,
lawyer up.
You need to talk to a lawyer yesterday.
Yeah.
So now continuing in the article, and here's where it gets really insane. Now I know this was all a scam, a cruel and violating one, but painfully obvious in retrospect. Here's what I can't figure out. Why didn't I just hang up and call 911? Why didn't I text my husband or my brother, a lawyer?
Yeah.
Or my best friend, also a lawyer.
Or my daughter, an FBI agent.
Yeah.
On like the special task force to end cybercrime.
Yeah. Or my parents, or one of the many other people who would have helped me. Why did I hand over all that money, the contents of my savings account, strictly for emergencies, without a bigger fight? So, yeah, I mean, again, like, damn, dude. Fucking, you've got your best friend and your brother are both lawyers. Like, should just like, you know, if you hear something like that and you personally know lawyers, just be like, hey, does this sound legit?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Be like, hey, man, I'll get back to you really shortly.
Yeah.
I got to go text my lawyer.
Yeah, I got to text my brother lawyer.
Who's just like my brother and won't charge me. And it's literally risk-free to reach out for advice.
Yeah. So then continuing here. When I've told people the story, most of them say the same thing. You don't seem like the type of person this would happen to. What they mean is that I'm not senile or hysterical or a rube. But these stereotypes are actually false. Younger adults, Gen Z, Millennials, and Gen X, are 34% more likely to report losing money to fraud compared with those over 60, according to a recent report from the FTC. Another study found that well-educated people or those with good jobs were just as vulnerable to scams as everyone else. But yeah, so again, nobody can scam the guys on this podcast here because we don't have any money.
Yeah, dude, you can have my identity.
Yeah, like, fuck it, man, whatever, dude. I hope you do something cool with
themselves, bub.
Yep.
I mean, I'm 33, and I've got a lot left to go, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not you, right? You don't have any student loans?
No, I've got other debt, but not that.
That's,
Yep.
Student loans are dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got, like, I went to a state school that was right near me, and they gave me, like, insane scholarships. I paid very little money.
Well, I went to the same school as you.
Yeah. But I commuted, and they gave me, like, a big scholarship, so that, like, covered, like, half of it.
I didn't go to any of the schools that offered me scholarships. I chose the school we went to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And I think about it. I get angry when I think about it. When I think about me at 17, just like not caring and like making choices.
Yeah, same.
I get frustrated.
Yeah. Yep, I like applied to like 3 schools or something like that, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go to this one. They're giving me money, whatever. This is gonna be cheap.
Yeah.
So.
And here we are, reaping the fruits of our decisions.
Oh yeah, I was much more interested in smoking weed and hanging out with my friends between the ages of like 16 and 22 than like putting any effort into a single fucking thing to better my life. So. Yep.
Yeah.
So
maybe I will fall for fraud. Fuck it.
just to fucking break up the monotony.
What did you say? The monotonity. Monotonity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like something Bruce Willis would say.
Please bitch, I'm in my bag, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, bag of big bag, nigga, I got a real addiction for this cash, I got a real ambition for this cash, 13 years old with a shoebox stash, I'm always up to something, never sitting on my ass, nigga, this geese, I got my skinny sagging. Nigga, I told that Gizak with a passion. Nigga, I told that Gizak with a passion. And I talk a whole lot of shit cause I can bag it. Yes, bitch, my heart cold. My last name Moncler. My pockets fat swole. No, I don't eat pears. Ain't trapping, ain't dead. These niggas just queer. I'm sipping color purple syrup. Ballin' hard just like the beard. Yeah, and Larry Bird, I'm shooting shit. I know you heard. 10 toes never in no herd. Nigga, I call shots, you heard. Money talking, what's the word? What's up? Hey, I pray but don't go to church. Don't ask me to spit a verse. Can't trust no hoe, this devil work. Yeah, I know the devil work. And I know that nobody's perfect. Still can't trust a bitch for certain. For real though. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag. Bag, bitch, I just made a bag. Bag, bitch, I just made a bag. Bag of big bag. Yeah, nigga, I got a real addiction for this cash. I got a real ambition for this cash. 13 years old with a shoebox stash. I'm always up to something, never sitting on my ass. Yeah, nigga, I got a real addiction for this cash. I got a real ambition for this cash. 13 years old with a shoebox stash. I'm always up to something, never sitting on my ass. Nigga.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, continuing here. Still, how could I have been such easy prey? Scam victims tend to be single, lonely, and economically insecure with low financial literacy. I am none of those things. I'm closer to the opposite. All right, well, now you're just fucking humble bragging here.
I'm not single. I've never been lonely.
Yeah, I'm economically super secure.
Well, if you have $50K in savings, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Somebody else has that
yeah.
savings. They probably didn't save it either. They probably went out and spent it on like a motorcycle or something. I feel like people that do this shit, they're just trying to get motorcycles.
Yeah.
I don't mean to stereotype, but I feel like it's a certain type of person, and that type of person...
Crotch rocket?
They want a motorcycle. Oh, yeah, dude, not a Harley.
Yeah.
Somebody's driving around.
That and like a Dodge Charger and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Dodge Charger. Some kind of motorcycle.
A fucking Hellcat.
A sweet new,
Hellcat.
like, gaming PC.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a $500 gaming headset.
Yeah, dude. To play, like, Apex Legends.
Oh, yeah. Fucking, yeah, for like 12 hours straight. Yeah. Fuck you. I hate this guy.
Yeah, right? It's definitely not like somebody who's like, this is not a Robin Hood situation.
Yeah.
You know?
This is a greaseball.
This is a greaseball who's like, I can't wait to get that new Kawasaki
Mitsubishi.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Or a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution.
Yeah.
Because they still, their favorite movie is still Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. the Lancer Evo.
I just can't wait for Jason Statham to fuck this person up, dude.
Dude, yeah. Seriously, dude, we need to keep some bees here. But yeah,
so protect the hive.
Yeah, we gotta protect the motherfucking hive, baby. Yeah, this is just like Hunter Biden. This is Hunter Biden's operation for crack money.
Some idiot.
Yeah.
You can buy a lot of crack with $50,000, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much crack costs, but isn't it famously cheap?
Yeah, I assume so. Also famously quick lasting.
How much does crack
cost?
Is crack cheaper than powder cocaine?
Oh, it has to be.
Okay, well I don't want that. I want this. I want this website with people who are drug addicts talking about it.
Arrowhead, some shit.
So a hit of crack is about $15.
Okay. Yeah, but that's only like 5 minutes.
That's like a little rock.
Yeah. What's a normal amount of crack to buy?
$65 a gram.
Yeah. All right.
An addiction in Canada. This is a Canadian website.
Yeah.
If you're a crackhead, it's about $225 a day.
That's pretty expensive.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you could get like
But a gram of coke is about twice as much.
Yeah. No. Oh, so are these Canadian dollars? Different exchange rate.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, anyway.
It's written by a guy named Edmund Murphy. I wonder if he goes by Eddie ever.
Edmund. Yeah, so anyway, continuing. I'm a journalist who had a weekly column in the business section of the New York Times. I've written a personal finance column for this magazine for the past 7 years. I interview money experts all the time and take their advice seriously. I'm married and talk to my friends, family, and colleagues every day. So again, like, this is why I'm saying, like, this woman's really brave for doing this, because she probably just ended her career. Like, you know what I mean? But, or has changed to a different career here. So continuing, and while this is harder to quantify, how do I even put it? I'm not someone who loses her head. My mother-in-law has described me as even-keeled. My own mom has called me, quote, maddeningly rational. I am listed as an emergency contact for several friends and their kids. I vote, floss, cook, and exercise.
She flosses?
Words, yeah, floss. So she wouldn't fall for a scam.
I mean, I floss. I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah, I floss.
My teeth are good,
every
though.
day. Yeah, my dentist always says I have some of the best home care of all their patients. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Still get cavities, though, because, like, I don't have that fucking gene that you have.
I don't get those. My roots are also in my brain.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll just never lose my teeth, and I just don't get cavities.
Yeah, you just don't get that bacteria that causes
No, I probably get the bacteria, but my enamel's just super strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had many cavities.
You got those soft fucking...
Yeah.
Soft fucking gutter teeth, dude.
Soft shitties teeth, yeah.
They're like a cooked carrot, dude. Evan has to test the hardness of everything he eats against his teeth. Yeah. They're like a soft cheese, dude.
Yeah, they're like chalk. You can just kind of...
Yeah. He's got that beaver gene, though, so they're constantly growing and just wearing down as he bites.
Yeah, just like when I eat, you can just see, like, white powder falling.
You can actually see them grow if you sit still long enough.
Yep.
Long of tooth is my friend, Evan.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Continuing, in other words, I'm not a person who panics under pressure. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
and falls for a conspiracy involving drug smuggling, money laundering, and CIA officers at my door until suddenly I was.
Yeah, that's a hysterical statement to be like, I'm not the type of person who falls for things like this, except for the first ever time
someone tried to fucking get me with
this shit. I did fall for it.
Hook, line, and sinker. The first time it was ever offered to me.
I mean, that's just like, you know, when you talk to he's like, listen, I'm not one to lie. That's somebody who probably lies a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a lying ass motherfucker. Yeah, so like, dude, the fucking tale these people weave for this woman is mental.
Yeah,
mental, and like involves like the CIA, or people claiming to be the CIA.
Oh, you would get fucking got by someone like this. I'm just thinking about it. You're fucking. No, I wouldn't. Oh yeah, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh no! Wait until you hear the story, dude.
Okay, all right.
Wait until you hear the story. Mm-hmm. All right, so she says that morning, it was October 31st. I dressed my toddler in a pizza costume for Halloween and kissed him goodbye before school.
That's pretty fucking funny that her kid was a piece of pizza for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good costume.
Yeah, I wrote some work emails. But yeah, and then basically what she says is that, like, she gets a call from what's on her phone, the number. They had made it so that they were calling from, like, the Amazon number. Mm-hmm. And so her phone said Amazon, and basically Amazon called them and was like, hey, we're recording this for quality assurance. Have you recently spent $8,000 on MacBooks and iPads? We've just got some weird activity under your account.
Which would buy you one MacBook?
Nah. First of all, Amazon ain't ever going to call you and be like, hey, you've been spending a lot of money on us. Did you mean to do that? No, they're just going to fucking ring up the fucking purchases.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they're like, what are you talking about, dude? They want you to be spending.
They need all that money to funnel into their like clone super soldier program for when they launch their coup against the U.S. government in 2066.
Yep, exactly. Like they don't give a fucking shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And so basically, she's just like, I have not been buying that. And then she looks at her Amazon account, and there's none of that shit on there. Like, so like right off the bat, like right off the bat, you've just got to be like, yeah, okay, this isn't real. But then, so she's like, I don't see any of that stuff under my account. So the woman online is like, oh, that's because it's under a new business account that was opened under your name.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. You can, if you have a credit card, they'll give you like a credit report for you, like so I have a credit card, and like you can just like
whoa boy, what's the number?
Fuck off. So like I have a card, and like I can just like look at my credit report through that, and it'll show you all of the lines of credit you've ever opened.
Yeah.
And so like if somebody says that there's been a line of credit opened under your name, you can just like easily look that up. That's not like secret information.
Right.
Like under your entire
credit. It's crazy to me that this person was writing financial advice columns.
That's what I'm saying.
But it also really like points to like folks having like this level of self-assuredness, which actually bleeds right through in the way this woman writes, like about like herself. That is not commensurate to their abilities, but also the idea of people like sort of succeeding to the point of their incompetence or being promoted to the point of their incompetence. Like, just it's wild. I mean, I would hope...
It's the reason that like every manager at a place, generally speaking, is an incompetent asshole.
Yeah,
it's because you keep getting promoted if you're like good at one thing until you get promoted
to the point where you're not good at what you're doing. And
then you don't get promoted anymore, so you just get stuck there.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like you can just check to see every line of credit that's ever been opened in your name.
Right.
Like, you know, I mean that's there's a paper trail of that, and this woman didn't do that. She was like, oh, damn, really? And so like her and the person on the line agree that she was like a victim of identity theft. So they said that they froze the account. They give her a case ID for future reference and says to check her credit cards. She checks her credit cards. Everything looks normal. Again, I'm guessing she just didn't check to see if there had been new lines of credit opened or anything. So then this woman on the line, who she identifies as Krista, says that Amazon has been having like a lot of problems lately with identity theft, and asks if she can connect her to a personal Amazon liaison at the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. And so the woman, Charlotte, she says, sure, I can do that. Now, she gets transferred to a call with the guy who identifies himself as Calvin Mitchell. And he says he's an investigator with the FTC, and gives her his badge number. And this becomes a recurring thing here. I'm pretty sure the FTC doesn't have, like, police officers with badge numbers. I don't know, but that would just be my guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he also gives her like a direct phone line in case they need to be contacted again. Says that the call's being recorded. He asked her to verify the spelling of her name, and then this is where like this is like another part where it's like, dude, how the fuck did you think that this was real? He then reads to her the last 4 digits of her social security number, her home address, and the date of birth. And her date of birth to confirm that they were correct. For anybody who has ever had to call somewhere and verify their identity,
yep,
they don't fucking read that shit to you. You have to give it to them.
Right.
Like if you call your bank about something, you gotta verify your address, your social security number, your date of birth. You call your doctor's office about a prescription. Before you can even talk about the prescription, you have to tell them that information.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Doc, I need more dick pills.
Yeah, my fucking broken ass dick is
Sorry,
working.
Doc, I just been taking them more than I like to just get hard, Doc. Can't you help me, Doc? I like to
just sit there with a boner. I don't even do nothing with
it's
it.
It's hard right now, Doc. I need more pills. Doc. It's me, Bruce Willis.
My fucking dick don't work, dog.
Fucking dick's broke, Doc.
Can you fix my fucking dick?
Oh, there ain't no cure for what I got, Doc. You ever seen a man die, Doc? You ever look in a man's eyes while the light leaves him, Doc?
Yeah. You want to hear my death rattle, Doc? So anyway, yeah.
Will you
like
hold me, Doc?
But anyway, you have to give that information. They're not gonna fucking just say, "Hey, does this sound right to you?" And then she like agrees that all that information is right.
Yeah.
And this dude is just sitting there, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This is when he's doing. Yeah. So he's like, "All right, I'm glad we're talking. This is quite serious." All right, so now I'm gonna read from the article here because I can't even summarize this. You just have to hear it.
Yeah. I'm ready.
He told me that 22 bank accounts, 9 vehicles, and 4 properties were registered to my name. The bank accounts had wired more than $3 million overseas, mostly to Jamaica and Iraq. Did I know anything about this? No, I said. Did I know someone named Stella Saki Kwong? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, it's not ringing any bells. Stella Saki Kwong.
Yeah.
No? Maybe.
Okay, so now she
just had a white lady moment where she was like, "Fuck, I got to think of every Asian person I know because maybe that's one of them."
Yeah.
Racist lady.
Yeah. So then she says, "I don't think so," I said. He texted me a photo of her ID, which he claimed had been found in a car rented under my name that was abandoned on the southern border of Texas with blood and drugs in the trunk. A home in New Mexico affiliated with the car rental had subsequently been raided, he added, and authorities found more drugs, cash, and bank statements registered to my name and social security number. He texted me a drug bust photo of bags of pills and money stacked on the table. He told me that there were warrants out for my arrest in Maryland and Texas, and that I was being charged with cybercrimes, money laundering, and drug trafficking.
Cybercrimes, dude.
Another official Left Unread tip. If you are being investigated, the people investigating you aren't going to just call you and be like, "Hey, this sounds wrong, right? Like, you're not doing this stuff, right?"
You seem like a good kind of type of person, so we wanted to just give you the courtesy of calling you and
letting
just
you know that you're
straight
being,
up.
Letting you know that
shit, right?
Yeah, we're just letting you know that there's an interagency task force, a multi-million-dollar interagency task force, fucking getting ready to just,
we're gonna lay the hammer down,
railroad your ass. Like, that's not gonna happen. What's gonna happen if this is happening is that one day you're gonna wake up. Dude. Yeah, this is what's going to happen is if you're being investigated for this, one day you're gonna wake up and the FBI is gonna be kicking in your door. The FTC isn't going to call you, and some FTC cop gives you his badge number over the phone and starts texting you pictures of evidence. Like,
yeah,
god damn, man.
Jesus.
So then she says that she Googled her name followed by warrant and money laundering. Again, like, dude, if you're like, fucking hell, man. Like, if you're being like, the police don't just make websites talking about the people that they're investigating. Like, you know what I mean? Like if there's like an APB on you or something like that, that's not going to come up on Google.
Yeah.
So then at this point she texts her husband by like, hey, I'm in like a lot of trouble. I think my identity was stolen. And then here's the best. So Calvin, this guy Calvin, asks her if she knows
her husband?
who might. No, Calvin is the FTC officer. Asks her if she knows who might be the culprit. Hey, do you know who might be doing this though?
Yeah.
The shit under your name. Do you know who might be doing all these like insane crimes? Do you know any drug kingpins?
Yeah.
Like,
can you at least point us in the right direction? I mean, gosh, we
thought it was you.
We thought it was you, but you're saying it's not you, obviously. And I mean, you know, we believe you. So who could it be?
Like, it's just like, what?
That reminds me of my old doctor, my old primary care physician.
Yeah.
Who you would go in and you'd be like, "Oh, doc, my stomach hurts. And
my dick's broken."
She'd be like, "Doc, I can't get it hard enough, doc."
No,
it gets hard, but not hard enough, doc.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, "Huh? Why do you think that is?" And it's like, I don't know. I pour beers for a living, so I was hoping maybe
you're the one who
would...
went to med school and did like a residency and shit.
You did do that, right?
Yeah. Am I in a doctor's office here? Anyway, then he asks her, he's like, have you used any unsecured Wi-Fi lately? And she says, I used the airport Wi-Fi. And he's like, that's unfortunate. It's how many of these breaches start. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, and then she says, but wait, doesn't everybody use the airport Wi-Fi? It's like, the thing is, she has so many times during this when you could tell it's in, you're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't hang up. Just hang up.
The level of like trust just keeps getting extended further and further, and it's
yeah. And now this guy Calvin says to her, the first thing you must do is not tell anyone what is going on. Everyone around you is a suspect. And she goes, well, it's certainly not my husband. And he's like, especially your husband. Because we're going to have to investigate him too, so don't fucking tell him anything.
Oh, if this brings her marriage to fucking tatters because she, like, suspected her husband, dude?
No, it doesn't, thankfully. Good. But, like, it's just, like, again, it's like, okay, now they're telling you not to, like...
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Don't talk to your support system. Don't talk to a lawyer. Yeah. Don't inform your husband. Anybody who might be like, slow it down there, babe. I need you to fucking
let's open the windows. Let's get some air in the room.
Yeah.
Let's.
You're literally covered in Cheeto dust right now. I'm gonna need to air this room out a bit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's a cloud of Cheeto dust around you.
Jeff Bezos texted you? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah. So like, so it keeps going. The guy keeps saying, so he was like, you cannot talk to your husband about this. So she deletes the texts that she sent him. He had already seen them, but then she like deletes them. He's like, these are sophisticated criminals with a lot of money at stake. You should assume you are in danger and being watched. You cannot take any chances. And also, like, obviously, like, this guy, like, knew that she had a child, probably from her, like, public profiles.
Yeah.
And he, like, keeps, like, invoking the young child and shit like that. So he's clearly, like... I mean, that's what I'm saying, like, where, like, these scams are, like, quite sophisticated in the sense that, like, he knows, like, immediately the nerve centers
to hit with this poor woman. Well, maybe he's an expert of through-the-clothes nipple placement reading. And so he could tell just by looking at her in, like a loose-fitting blouse. He's like, oh, that's
a lady that's breastfed.
She's breastfed, yeah. You can tell. Maybe two, but definitely at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say like, probably like 8 pounds, 8 to 9 pounds, a big one. Yeah, they were really going at those suckers.
But like, okay, but like, what I want to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy's like really taking advantage of like this woman and like hitting like nerve centers where it's like, I know that if I keep invoking the child, like, it's going to like kind of make like logic go out the window. You know what I mean? It's like really like violating. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So she says, like, yeah, so she keeps going. She starts thinking about, like, all of these, like, stories she saw on TV of people being, like, scammed and whatnot. But then, like Calvin, he just keeps going and talking and asks how much money she has in the bank. And she said between her checking and savings, she has $80,000. And again, this is the part, like in The Beekeeper, when the guy mutes the call and is just going, woo!
Yeah.
Like,
well, I was going to say, I'm surprised that she didn't pull a full, like, Felicia Rashad in The Beekeeper and just, like, within 20 minutes of receiving the first phone call, just fucking blow her brains out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, fraud, you say.
Yeah.
All right. Shit.
Yeah. So, so then, when she says that she has $80,000, I'm just going to read from the article here. His voice took on a more urgent tone. You must have worked very hard to save all that money, he said. Do not share your bank account information with anyone. I'm going to help you keep your money safe. He said that he would transfer me to his colleague at the CIA, who was the lead investigator on my case, and gave me a 9-digit case number for my records.
She should have just Googled the CIA.
Yeah. Well, then
why
she
would
said,
they be handling a domestic fucking finance case?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. They would. Yeah. I know. They would be the ones doing the money laundering.
Sure, but I mean,
like
for your average shit, like that's the FBI. But also, you know, the FBI probably wouldn't even be the ones investigating something like this. But
yeah,
so much of this could have just been. Oh god.
I know. So then she says she Googles her 9-digit case number from the CIA that the guy gives. Again, they don't just like put this shit on a website, man. Like what the fuck? Yeah. Like Google just doesn't tell you something that exists out.
I'm starting to think that you are the type of person who gets scammed out of $50,000. I feel like that's exactly the type of person.
I'm thinking you're a prime candidate for this.
I'm starting to feel that way.
So then he says that the CIA agent would tell me what to do next, and he wished me luck. But yeah, again, like, the CIA is not going to fucking investigate this shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's not what they do.
No.
And now here's, like, so she says that, like, at this point, like, again, so she's really starting to have some doubts and some suspicions. But she said, if it was a scam, I couldn't see the angle. Lady, you just told them that you have $80,000 in the bank, and you just said that the guy's voice changed when you said that, and he immediately transferred you to another person. What fucking angle? He wants that $80,000. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
what could they be after? I'm sorry, but I just don't see it.
I don't see the angle.
No, me neither. Can I borrow some money?
Yeah, and she says, by this point, no one's asked me for money or told me to buy crypto. They'd only encouraged me not to share my banking information. And then she says, still, I had not seen a shred of evidence. I checked my bank accounts, credit cards, and credit score. Nothing looked out of the ordinary. That's because it wasn't.
Yeah, everything was
like, your
fine.
credit score would have changed if you opened up 1 million fucking goddamn accounts under it. They're saying that you're buying, like, 9 fucking houses or some shit, dude. Like, that would change your credit score. So she said, I was also annoyed that my workday had been hijacked. It was 2 p.m., and I'd already pushed back one deadline and postponed 2 work calls. I had to get myself out of this. The next man who got on the line had a deeper voice and a slight British accent flecked with something I couldn't identify. He told me his name was...
I bet I know what it was.
Oh, you're still full beekeeper, ain't it?
No, that's not what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
I'm not going to say it. I'm just saying I bet I know what accent it was.
Oh, okay. A slight British accent. Okay.
I just have a theory about the accent, that's all.
Okay. A slight British accent flecked with something I couldn't identify. He told me his name was Michael Serrano and that he worked for the CIA on cases involving the FTC.
I was going to say, Brooklyn, Italian-American. Michael Serrano, eh?
So that he worked for the CIA on cases involving the FTC. He gave me his badge number. Lady, the CIA are spies, man. They don't carry fucking badges.
Yeah.
Like what? They're spies.
I mean, there probably are, like, field agents that have that stuff. You know what I mean?
They have information, but they don't have fucking badges. They're undercover. The CIA is an intelligence, ostensibly an intelligence gathering fucking agency. They don't carry badges like the FBI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man? She says, I'm going to need more than that. I have no reason to believe that any of what you're saying is real. Like, it's just like, so hang up the fucking phone, woman.
Yeah, dude.
Like, if you actually haven't done any of this stuff, then I'm assuming if you got arrested, it would probably, you get a lawyer, it's probably going to get cleared up. So he says, I completely understand, he said calmly. He told me to go to the FTC homepage and look up the main phone number. Now hang up the phone and I will call you from that number right now. I did as he said. The FTC number flashed on my screen and I picked up. How do I know you're not just spoofing this? I asked. It's a government number, he said, almost indignant. It cannot be spoofed. Like, dude, this is so fucking bad, man. So she said, I wasn't sure if this was true and tried Googling it, but Michael was already on to his next point. It's just like, damn, fucking Christ. So she says at this point, like, she says that she had texted her husband, and this guy says, you must reassure him that everything is fine. And again, she just keeps going with it. And then he says, you're being investigated for major federal crimes, he said. By keeping your husband out of this, you are protecting him. And it's just, so it keeps going on. He says the same story, that there was the car on the Texas border, the property in New Mexico, the drugs, the bank accounts. And then she says, I told him they had nothing to do with this, her, like, family members. And in fact, I was now sure I wanted to consult a lawyer. Yeah, you should have done that, like, an hour and a half ago. And then he says, if you talk to an attorney, I cannot help you anymore. You will be considered non-cooperative. Your home will be raided, and your assets will be seized. You may be arrested. It's your choice. It's like, again, but you haven't done any of this shit. So, like, I get it. Like, obviously cops fucking stitch people up all the time. But, like, I feel like for a thing like this, yeah, you've got those lawyers that you're pretty close with. So maybe give them a call. And she says, can I come to your office and sort this out in person? It's getting late, and I need to take my son trick-or-treating. And he's like, my office is in Langley. But, like, so they just, like, continue, and eventually this dude, he asks her how much money that she could live off of for, like, a year, because they'll freeze all of her assets. And she says $50,000. And the guy's basically like, all right, cool. Take your phone, put it in your pocket, and walk on over to the bank and take that money out. And so she does. So she, like, literally with her phone in her pocket goes to the bank, asks to withdraw $50,000. And it says even, like, the woman at the bank, like, gives her a weird look.
Yeah. And,
like, there's the guy, like her phone's, like, in her pocket, and, like, the guy just, like, keeps reassuring her. He's like, you're doing great. Everything's going great. You're doing fantastic. And so the woman takes out the $50,000 and at the bank, and also hands it to her in, like, a metal box, and then also with, like, just, like, a single piece of paper, warning against scams and, like, how scams go out. But, like, honestly, like, I get that this is, like, like, as she says, she thinks that she doesn't fit the bill of somebody who can be scammed.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe a longer conversation should have been had by the bank about that, like... Oh, like, I get that it's your money, but, like, dude, like, you have to, like, you get questioned for, like, putting $10,000 into the bank.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like taking $50,000 out cash should warrant some kind of conversation here.
Yeah, what are you going to use that for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're not being scammed, are you? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up! Yeah, I'm blessed. Came a long way from we was living in the chicks. I told you I was a dog, baby, when we first met. Told you nothing like the rest, so what the fuck did you expect? To be honest, I don't care about your opinion. Where the check? For real though. Where the check be? I put her out and didn't call her till the next week. Damn. Your baby mama said your pussy ass a deadbeat. What? And I just spent $350 on a neck piece. Yeah. You know how I came in, so you know how I'm coming. Ooh. Retro number somethings with the East St. Laurent. Dolph, you be killing it, man, the way you you put that shit on. Gold chain, gold glasses, prime time like Dion. You a square, you ain't never fucked a bitch in a dope house. 40 P's in the sofa, that's a dope couch. I could never cross my niggas out for no amount. Free all of my niggas till they out. I'm blessed. Came a long way from we was living in the chicks. Told you I was a dog, baby, when we first met. Told you nothing like the rest, so what the fuck did you expect? To be honest, I don't care about your opinion, where the check. To be honest, I don't care about your opinion, where the check. To be honest, I don't care about your opinions, where the check. Hey. Remember what it feel like to not have shit. Didn't even have no toilet tissue for when I took a shit. Now when I wake up, look in the mirror, I can't believe this. I got a eating habit like Cletus. Whole lot of bread every season. Big cake. Smoking weed and laughing like I'm Beavis. Pull up in the devil, I mean a demon. Trigger finger itching, just give me a reason. Cutthroat nigga, all my niggas greasy. Her titties big, then I suck them like I'm teething. Still got the plug on the mid in Phoenix. Yeah, I'm blessed. Came a long way from we was living in the chicks. Told you I was a dog, baby, when we first met. Told you nothing like the rest, so what the fuck did you expect? To be honest, I don't care about your opinion, where the check. To be honest, I don't care about your opinion, where the check. To be honest, I don't care about your opinions, where the check.
So basically, so she like takes the money, she walks back home. She like lives in Brooklyn, so she's just like walking through the street with like $50,000 like on her person. I would be shitting my fucking pants if I just had.
Oh
like,
yeah, dude. 100%.
Like,
if I ever had that much money just sitting around, you couldn't fucking, I don't know, to get me to just have it in liquid assets.
Yeah.
I would just.
Yeah, I don't even usually like to carry more than like a couple $100s on my wallet because I'm worried about losing it. Or
you got a
couple
like $100 on you right now?
No, I have $0 on me right now.
How much could you comfortably live on for a year?
A lot more than what's in my bank account.
Okay. Can you go to the bank right now and withdraw all your money, please?
It would be an insultingly small amount, not even worth robbing.
So put it in a box. I'm gonna send my driver there to protect it for you.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically, like, she gets the money, and like eventually, like her husband comes home and is like, "Dude, what's going on?" And she's just like, "Shut, I'm on the phone." And like,
you fucking idiot! Is that half his money, or is this just her money?
This is her money.
Okay.
So it sounds like they have like separate bank account. This is her savings account, from like her like work as a journalist. So, yeah. So
if it's half his, he's probably pissed.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
probably
if it's
pissed
not,
anyway.
dude. I'm sorry, dude. Like, if somebody did this to like my significant other, I would like fucking murder them.
Well, it would also just be like, listen, when we got married, I didn't think that you were stupid.
Yeah.
I don't like stupid. It's not attractive to me.
I would just be like, can you make me a promise? Anytime you have another phone call about identity theft or weird purchases,
hell, even if somebody's calling you about like pizza delivery or anything just with money,
loop me in.
You just can you shoot me a text?
Keep me in the loop. Yeah, just keep me in the loop. Just keep me updated. But like,
it makes me wonder if she was like going through, and this, I don't know if this will come up later in the story, and if it does, then you don't have to ruin it. But it makes me wonder if she was going through some other stuff at this same time, right? Like something that was leaving her prone to making poor decisions, like lack of sleep. Like how young is the baby's a toddler, right?
Yeah.
But like I was thinking, like new baby could be really exhausted, could be on certain medications, could be drinking, could be doing drugs, could be like opiates, could be there's because there's a lot of moments where it's just like, dude, this was like just an afternoon. This whole thing happened in a day.
Hours, yeah. And like so, eventually, like she's talking to, and she's like on the phone.
I'm just saying, I'm more cautious with like my bottle caps in Fallout.
Yeah, I know. But so like she even says that like she can like that the guy on the phone can tell that she's like starting to fade, and he's like, "Have you eaten lunch?" And she said no. He's like, "Why don't you go and eat something?" So she says that she just like sits at her desk and just like slowly like chews on a granola bar. And it's like, again, like I feel like, damn, dude, like it's so many times when you should have just been like, wait a minute. But like so
I want to write a new article that's like, I'm exactly the type of person that would get scammed out of $50,000 and put it in a box and hand it to a stranger. Does anybody want some money?
Yeah. So she says that she walked back to her apartment and something jolted her out of the trance and she became furious. No government agency would establish this as protocol. Correct. It was preposterous. I need to speak with Michael. She had been like talking to some other woman. He got on right away. I don't even believe that you're a CIA agent. I said, what you're asking me to do is completely unreasonable. And then, so he like texts her a picture of a badge and say that that's his badge. It's like, dude, what the fuck? She's like, I don't trust you at all, but it seems like I don't have any other choice, she says to him. But
what do you mean? I don't trust you at all, but I feel like I have no choice. No, the choice is to just say, I don't trust you and hang up.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to a lawyer. But basically, so Michael tells her to like get a box. So she gets a shoebox, puts the cash in, takes a picture of it, tapes it shut, and then like writes a bunch of shit on it. Like case number and her home and her address and all this shit. And he says that they're going to shut down her social security number and she'll lose access to her bank accounts, and that if she has to give them this money and that they will hand deliver a treasury check for the same amount afterwards. And that now that money will be considered clean because the government gave it to you and it won't be investigated.
I want to see like Steve Harvey interview this woman.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, why can't I just use this cash? Why do you have to take it and give me a check? And he's like, because your assets are being investigated, lady. So, but like, if we give you this, it's government money. It's not being investigated. So she's like, when the guy comes to pick it up, can you show me his badge? And the dude's like, he's an undercover CIA agent. He doesn't carry a badge. It's like, none of you fucking spooks do. Like, fuck off. So eventually, like, basically a guy shows up in an SUV. They're like, don't look at him. Don't look at him at all. Just put the money in and say thank you, and he'll drive off. And she fucking does this. And she says when she does it, her husband and kid are like, she looks back and sees them at the window in their apartment, just like staring at her like, what the fuck is going on? Because like at this point, she just says, she's like, I have to go meet somebody outside who's involved in my identity theft thing. And her husband's just like, what the fuck are you talking
meet
about?
Somebody? They're here?
What? Are they the people stealing it? Like, so she does this, and then like, basically like she's still on the line, and they tell her, they're like, oh yeah, sorry, actually the Social Security office was closed, so we'll have to give you that number tomorrow. And also yeah, we couldn't get the check tonight, so we're gonna hand drop it off tomorrow morning. And but like before that, the guy Michael texts her a photo of a treasury check made out to $50,000, and yeah, says that the hard copy will be there in the morning. And then basically like eventually she's like she panics, so she like hung up and then starts to like realize what happened. Calls them, and it's this woman that answers, and she goes, "Oh, Michael is busy. He'll call you in the morning." And she's like,
Michael was off somewhere like fucking screaming into his pillow like, yes, yeah. Fucking yes.
Yeah. So then so she says, do I have an appointment at the Social Security office tomorrow? I asked, and she said, Michael will call you tomorrow. He hasn't been able to secure your appointment yet. The Social Security office is closed now. And the woman says that she goes into her bedroom, shuts the door, and felt her face grow hot, and was just like, realized, she said that she had the physical sensation of scales falling from her eyes. The room shimmered around me, spots raining from the ceiling. I saw the whole day peel away like the layers of an onion. Michael, the FTC officer, the Amazon call, revealing my real life, raw and exposed, at the center. Oh my God, I said, my hands tingling. You are lying to me. Michael was lying. You just took my money and I'm never getting it back. The woman says it's not true. She understood that it was a set. She was sorry. Everything would be fine. So the woman says, you're a fucking liar. And that she hung up. And then that's when she finally like tells her husband and everything. And he's just like, you fucking what?
You put all your money in a box and put it in a stranger's car?
And he said, why didn't you tell me this? I would have stopped you.
Oh.
And yeah, it's just like, and like, obviously at this point, like, they called the cops and everything. And the cop was just like, the cop that like answers, he was just like, no government agency is ever going to ask you for money.
Yeah. Well, except for the IRS.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. But you're not like, you don't deliver it to them.
Agency, yeah.
Yeah, you do, and you don't deliver it to the IRS in a shoebox of cash.
No.
But like, yeah, it's just like the whole time you're just like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, so anyway, basically this woman just got scammed out of $50,000.
Woof, dude.
Yeah.
Well, she had $30K more, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, she did have that's more money than I have.
Still a little nest egg.
Yeah.
Oh
anyway.
Boy, that is really something.
Yep.
That's really something.
It sure is.
And I bet she'll never see that money again. That money's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Because here's the thing: it was cash. There's no paper trail.
Yep.
She put cash in a box,
and the dude drove off in a Mercedes
and
with it.
She didn't write down his license plate number. She didn't.
Nope.
Get a good look at the guy. They told her not to.
Yeah, they told her not to.
Hey, don't do that.
But hey, the CIA agent texted her a picture of a badge and said, "That's my badge."
At least she was polite enough to say thank you.
Yeah, say thank you.
Oh, that's so disheartening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, on a certain level, you think like, okay, well, if you're that dumb,
yeah,
right? But like, I'm no social Darwinist.
I
think that it's.
I think it sucks that we live in a country where this can happen.
Yeah,
and there's just like nothing to do about it. Like nobody in a position of power is willing to do anything about like the fucking prevalence of scams. Like in this country, like this, like the entire country is like one fucking scam. It's everybody scamming everybody else.
Well, that's just capitalism, baby.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes.
Yep. But it's just like I said earlier, it's like, dude, every fucking day I get scam calls. Every fucking day.
Yeah.
And it's just like fucking, oh, your car's extended warranty. You know what I mean? And like, oh, you may owe back taxes. Like, non-fucking stop. All the fucking time.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, as I said before, I try not to answer numbers if I don't recognize them. But sometimes, like I said, it's my doctor calling about something. And like, if I don't answer, then it's going to take for fucking ever to get the information that they were just going to give me in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because now I have to call, and it's an
point,
automated machine.
Your
and then the automated machine is going to bring me to another menu. And then I have to press a number to get to another menu. And then eventually I have to sit there and wait for 10 minutes until somebody can take my call. And it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like...
Oh, I know what you mean,
magic.
Jelly Bean. I got you.
No.
It's we're swimming in it. It's fucked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I do feel for this lady, but at the same time, this is just so tremendously fucked and stupid. And, like, just... I'm just thinking about, like, you know, that was probably college money for that baby.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like they've got, like, an apartment in a nice area of Brooklyn. They've got... She had, like, $80,000 in bank. Yeah, they're probably doing pretty good.
This is going to impact her carear. How is she going to get jobs as a fucking financial advisor now?
Well, she ain't anymore. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I guess now she's got a different career.
Yeah, just writing about this.
Getting owned.
Fraud.
Yeah.
But who's going to take her advice seriously? Like, unless it's like a how to get scammed column.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's really good at that.
Yeah, it's fucking better than anyone I've ever met.
Despite her protestations, she was fucking down to get scammed.
Listen, you got to trust me. I'm not the type of person that would do all this shit that I actually literally did.
The first time it was offered to me.
Literally the one time someone called me and was like, hey, you got $50,000? You want to put it in a box? And I was like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that shit.
I'll do that shit today.
I'll do that shit right the fuck now. Yeah. But like,
$50,000. I can have you $50,000 by 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I got a guy, dude. But yeah, anyway, so.
Well.
And who knows? Maybe she's... maybe there's more to the story that she hasn't said. I don't know. But
I suspect that we'll get some more resolution to this at some point.
Yeah.
But it's a fucked up story, and Yeah. I mean, I guess just to reiterate all of our pointers from the episode, anything that seems fucked up and suspect, it probably is. I mean, a lot of this stuff is pretty transparent, and like the cops or whoever isn't going to call you and say you're under investigation. Yeah. They're also not going to call you and say you're under investigation. We'll hold your money for you. Like that's just not how any of that works.
And if anybody tells you not to talk to a lawyer, you should immediately talk to a lawyer. In any facet.
And you know who you should call if somebody says there's like an issue with your bank account? Call the fucking bank.
Yeah.
Money's all they do. Yeah. And if they think there's somebody up to no fucking good that's going to impact their business making money off your money, they'll put a stop to it quicker than any fucking government agency.
Because here's the thing. The bank wants that $50,000 in them.
Like, inside them, yeah.
Yeah. Like, they want you to keep that money there, so... Yeah. But and like I said, like, dude, just check your fucking credit.
Yeah.
Like this woman was saying that all these lines of shit were being opened under her name. Motherfucker, just get the credit.
You don't even got to talk to a lawyer right away. Just call some other person. Be like, hey, does this seem legit to you? And don't call. Yeah. You know, we all have that friend who might be like, yeah, I don't know, but like, you know that one. Don't call them.
Yeah, don't call them.
Like, you know, I'd call Evan.
Nice.
And Evan's like, I would. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't call me. I'm not who you would call. We both know it, and that's okay.
I would call my dad, honestly.
No, I wouldn't call you. You wouldn't be who I'd call first either.
My dad's a pretty smart guy. I'd be like, hey, this seems pretty fucked up. What about this? And my dad would be like, that is definitely fucked up.
I'd probably call my future brother-in-law. He's a money guy.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's a money guy. My dad's good with money.
What's up with this? Does this seem like a real thing? And he'd be like, no, call a lawyer.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, that is a horrendous story, and woof.
Yep.
Gives me anxiety.
Sure does.
Well,
and also, you know who's never going to call you and say you're spending too much money? Amazon. No. They are going to keep ringing up those MacBooks.
I get those texts and shit, anything like that, where it's like, this is the Amazon warehouse, your account will be suspended. It's like, all right, weird flex, can't suspend my account.
Yeah.
Okay, do it. Amazon's never going to suspend your fucking Amazon account because you bought too much shit.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
You know, and also, what a punishment, right? Like, no.
Oh, no.
I'll have to make a new one.
I can't get cheap batteries anymore.
Yeah. To throw at my neighbors.
Yeah. To feed to my neighbors' dogs. I can't get cheap
batteries. What else am I going to throw at my son's Little League game?
Yeah.
How else am I going to let the ref know that he's fucking up? The ump.
Yeah.
The ump, no.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of a AA to the dome.
Hey, Blue, here's a 9-volt, you fucking blind! Anyway, yeah, so cool. Anyway, always lawyer up.
Yeah.
That's the left unread
way. Speaking of lawyers, you can subscribe to our Patreon, which we're putting into a slush fund for legal fees if we ever need them for our inevitable flight from this country.
Yeah.
And all the information about that will be located in the show notes.
We do want to thank our newest Patreon subscriber. That is GHOBot. So thank you for joining. And if you'd like to sign up for a small monthly amount, you can just go to patreon.com/leftunread. And we will thank you on an episode. We won't dox you, don't worry, so that you can't have your identity stolen. But we will.
But we can tell you that their blood type is A positive.
Yes, we can. But so we'll just thank you by first name, or if you use like a little display name like this one,
your gamer tag.
Yeah, your gamer tag. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you to our newest and all of our subscribers. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously, thank you so much, guys. It's it's great. And now we've officially, I think, after 3 plus years, we've now or coming up. No, it was 3 years on. It was 3 years on Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah. Or like the day. I think it's like I think it's like the 15th or the 16th.
Well,
something like that.
It's past that. Whatever day it was, it's passed.
So anyway, so thanks to all of you, and if you can't support us financially, you can help us out by telling people about us. We spread by word of mouth, so you can tell your friends, your coworkers, your family. You can also rate and review us on your podcast app of choice. That really helps us get seen more by the algorithm if you do that. So you can go and leave us a nice 5-star review. And if it's lower than that, you can go fuck yourself. But yeah. And yeah,
cool
so
4-star too. I mean,
4 is fine.
You can give us a 4-star review.
3 just seems non-committal.
Yeah, 3's silly. I mean, it's 5s or 1s. Let's be honest.
Yeah, seriously.
Everything in between.
Commit.
It's like
for once in your life, you fucking dirty little piglet, commit. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Anyway, and if you don't have anything else, then guess we can see you next time.
Oh, I have a whole episode written. This is just the banter at the start.
Oh yeah, cool.
So
right. Let's start the show.
Scooch. Strop top. Whiz up. Yeah. Hey. You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it. Lil' mama a thot, and she got ass, and she gon' fuck up her bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, dropping the dope in the stash. In Italy, got too foreign hoes, they DM me. Draw at the top, when it's cold, but you feel the heat. Be real with me, keep it 100, just be real with me. Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek.
Percocet pill on me. Ice on my neck, baby, chill with me. Them niggas that fucked in the back don't say nothing, them niggas a kill for me. Back as I can in my sleep, on fleek. 100K spent on that patty for leave. Bitch, I'm a dog in my tree. Hop out the frog and leave. I put them bricks in the fender. My bitch, she walk around like she Kris Jenner. I used to break in the Emma, then take up running like the game of Temple. It's simple, I play with a mantle. Mama said she saw me on Jimmy Kimmel. Canada, cause I'm a money symbol. Walking with the rats, I'm looking crippled. Fuck on that bitch, then I temple. A nickel for me to take pictures. Not from LA, but I clip her. Double my cup or a triple. Box on my body, no biblical. I'm not your average or typical. Look at my wrist and it's critical. Hold it up, dropping the temperature. I get that bag on the regular. I got a bag on my cellular. Back in the bag of them vegetables. Bag of them cookies, it's medical. Cocaine, codeine, etc. Cocaine and lean is federal. I take off landing on Nebula. As an ant's when it ends on my schedule.
You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it. Lil' mama a thot, and she got ass, and she gon' fuck up her bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, dropping the dope in the stash. In Italy, got too foreign hoes, they DM me. Draw at the top, when it's cold, but you feel the heat. Be real with me, keep it 100, just be real with me. Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek.
I know that these niggas getting sick of me. These chains on my neck cause a meal a piece. I don't even like to freestyle for free. I put in the key and I ride the beat. I don't even come out the house for free. I pay a nigga to drive for me. Jay-Z couldn't even co-sign for me. I do what I want cause I'm signed to me. I get the bag. They get the bag, have to cut it in half. Stop the comparing, y'all making me laugh. Need to rehab, I'm addicted to cash. Convertible walk, convertible top. My dope got a vertical, look at it how. And it jump out the pot. Came out the jail and went straight to the top. Take it easy, baby. Middle of summer, I'm freezing, baby. Don't leave me, baby. Just drop to your knees and please me, baby. I'm fascinated. 2 bitches so fine that I masturbated. Congratulations. She bring me so good that I graduated. They had to hate it. I don't fuck with them niggas, they plastic, baby. A trapper, baby. I rap but I own all my masters, baby. It's tragic, baby. I pull up and fuck up the traffic, baby. A savage, baby. I'm killing these niggas, close casket, baby. You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it. Lil' mama a thot, and she got ass, and she gon' fuck up her bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, dropping the dope in the stash. In Italy, got too foreign hoes, they DM me. Draw at the top, when it's cold, but you feel the heat. Be real with me, keep it 100, just be real with me. Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek.